My dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's listen to some jazz and rock.
Good morning for the first time from beautiful sunny Kiev. We are here the upcoming 2 weeks. Yes, it's sunny, Erik Bolks. You have been here for a while, one of our team members at the ESC Daily. Done some sightseeing. Steef van Gorkum, chief editor, joined us literally last night. So I guess you are the most desperate one for coffee.
Yeah, 5 hours of sleep because I arrived. I lost 1 hour, of course, coming from the Netherlands, and then I arrived here after midnight. And before we went to sleep, it was 2 o'clock. So yeah, a little bit of coffee, and then ready for my first day of rehearsals.
You had your first day of rehearsals already, Erik, but also some sightseeing. How is the city of Kiev?
Well, Kiev is a beautiful city with a lot of squares and churches with golden roofs and statues, and there's a lot of art in the street. It's very funny to see all this art on the walls, the paintings and the statues they make out of cutlery. So every kind of art is in the street.
How's your coffee?
A cappuccino, please.
Okay, we'll get on. You know how to order things in Ukrainian. You have this app on your telephone, and you speak a bit Ukrainian.
Tak.
I told him a bit. So about the first day of rehearsals, you have seen all the footage on the screens. What were the things that stood out for you on day one?
Well, what stood out in a negative way or in a positive way? Both. Well, start with a negative thing is that Belgium was just crap. It was just in full lighting, and she was standing there like she wasn't wanting to be there, and there was just nothing emotional, captivating, anything. So they have a lot of work to do. That's the negative one. The positive side is that I think Portugal, although it was his sister performing now, was a very nice, gentle scenery. So immediately it was one of the better performances to watch at.
Sweden, one of the big favorites before the contest. How did he do, according to you?
Well, he did according to my expectations, which is that it was not too good live, because now he cannot rely on the vocals on tape. His dancers are now singing along, and well, the vocals were not that good. It's okay-ish, but not outstanding like it would have been in a studio recording version.
Our main focus, of course, is Australia, so we have to talk about that before we go to what we can expect today. What was Isaiah like?
Well, he looked very good on stage. The surprise was that he was walking on a treadmill as well, just like Sweden, but just a flat one, walking around instead of walking in a gym. In a gentle way. So actually the treadmill in Australia's act is more subtle. His vocals were okay. In the end he missed some, but you can see at the Australian delegation they are searching for the right act in how it's got to be shown. So they were trial and erroring, as to speak.
So we are on full force now, almost at real full force with all our team members from ESC Daily here in Kiev. Our chief editor is here, Steef van Gorkum. Let's talk about today. What are you looking forward to most from the 9 countries that we're about to see today?
Well, from personal taste, I'm looking forward to Armenia. It's one of my favorite songs in this contest, and also because of the staging, which will be done by Sacha Jean-Baptiste, I'm really looking forward to see how that act will come across on stage. Of course, I've also seen from the poll with our readers that we've heard that a lot of our readers are also interested in Armenia, so we're definitely going to follow that. And talking about stage directors like Sacha Jean-Baptiste, of course, the first country today is Greece. Fokas Evangelinos, you're the big fan in our team, but
I interviewed him a couple of years ago when he said, "I will only step into another Eurovision act or song if it's a song that I can lift with my staging, my own signature."
Yeah, and in a sense, this is perfect for him because Demi is a good and established artist in Greece. They sent her because of their failure last year. Let's face it, to go for a bigger name this time. But the reactions to the song were a bit mellow among the community of fans and journalists. So they need him to lift that song, and I'll be looking forward to see how he has done that, because I'm quite sure he will come up with something.
We will block all the rehearsals live for you with in-depth analysis as we get the footage online from the EBU as well, but also when we see everything on the screens. We will also do a live blog. Can you tell our readers, Steef, the difference between these two articles we have every day?
Well, one live blog is purely for news, so the idea is that readers can go there for everything happening in Kiev that's Eurovision related. If there's a funny quote at the press conference, if there's a technical failure at the press center, if there's a good rehearsal, we follow basically everything in there. All the Eurovision news gathered into one live blog, and then the rehearsal blog is solely for what do you see on the screen, because the people at home don't have screens. They get the videos from Eurovision.tv, but they don't have the screens. So we have Erik for that, and he will go in depth, giving like a long commentaries on these rehearsals, telling people how the act is going to look like.
One last question for you then, Erik. Out of these 9 countries we are going to see today, which one are you looking forward to most?
Well, of course, Armenia, which is one of the favorites, but one of my personal look-forwards is Czech Republic, because she's a very good singer. The song is actually very good as well, but it hasn't been noticed by the fans, so I'm very looking forward to that one.
We'll see how that goes. Enjoy your day with us today, because we're surely going to have a good time here in Kiev.